Hi, this is Mary with Melodies. I recently met a lovely woman. She's a small business owner. She owns a really cute health food store that also caters health foods. She's really interested in playing the harp, but being self-employed, she doesn't have a lot of time. And also there's not a harp teacher near her. So I thought to myself, well, what can I offer to a re-emerging adult who has a dream of playing the harp? How can they make that dream come true? So what's the determining factor on when you can play for your friends and how to feel comfortable playing for your friends? I think to me the very first thing is your hand position, because your hand position creates good tone. And you want to have good tone because you want to get the best out of your harp that you can. So what is it about good hand position that's so important? You look graceful. You want to look graceful when you play the harp. You want your hands to have a very smooth motion, a smooth action. You want it to look natural. You want it to have a flow, and you don't want to look like a beginner. How can you look more professional at the very beginning? You want to play with confidence. You want to be competent, and you want to look capable. And so you need to focus on your hand position for good tone, and you want to play with integrity. And how do you do that? You breathe deep and you slow down and you think about your hand position. One way you can start is by doing a little exercise in the air. I don't know if you are familiar with castanets, but when you play castanets, there are two pieces of plastic that sort of dangle from your hand and they're wrapped around your fingers with a string, and you do this. Well, this is not so different than the action your hand makes when you play the harp. So I would say practice this pseudo castanet motion while not playing the harp. The other thing is how to put your hand up to the strings. A lot of people think that your palm should be parallel to the strings, but let me show you a way that is a little bit different than that. Like here's a book. I'm going to put your hand like this. I gave this exercise to one of my students one time, and it worked for her, so I'm going to use it here too. So you put your hand like this, and you notice that it's fairly curved. It's not flat, but it's not like this. It's just a natural curve. And what I told this student was to just kind of roll the hand. You don't want to roll it too far. Roll the hand up slightly, just like that. And then bring that hand in that position to the harp and play just your second finger on a red string. You can start on a red string. Now, when you're playing, and you're playing just the second finger, all of your fingers work together. It's first of all, it's much more relaxing for your hand. If you're extending a finger and playing the harp like this, you're using a lot of energy to hold these fingers in, and that puts tension here. And the thing about playing the harp and looking professional is to have no tension in the hand. And we have no tension in the hand by letting the fingers sort of dangle and bringing ourselves back to this castanet playing. So if you're playing just one finger, and here's the string, all of your fingers work together like this. That keeps this whole area relaxed. It also relaxes your arm up to here. And I think that's the key in looking natural and looking professional at playing the harp, is your hands flow. So play your castanets in the air. Take your hand and just bring it up a little bit like this. My fourth and fifth finger are still on the book here. Then you take that hand and you bring it to the harp. That really wasn't, I'll do that again. That didn't look very good. I had it too much like that. That's not how you're supposed to have it. So it's around like this. And bring that hand to the harp. And if you're playing one red string, all of your fingers work together. So you want to breathe. Put your hand at the harp in the best position that you can. Put a little bit of pressure on the string, or you can press the string, whatever word works for you. Some people call it displacing the string. By that, you move the string. Some people say you put pressure on the string. I say just press the string a little bit, press and release. And just really breathe and do this slowly. There's a little bit of action. It's called a gesture when you move your hand after releasing it from the string. And a little bit of a circular motion so that you don't look stiff. That is stiff and not flowing. And your goal is to, as quickly as possible, look like you have professional hands at the harp. So, move the hand a little bit like this. And maybe play all of the C strings on your harp, which are red. The elbow is up, but it's not up too high. You don't want to cause a tension in your shoulder. So it's just kind of at a sort of a relaxed angle. And that's all you're going to do for about a week. So give that a try. Remember, play with integrity, play with competence and confidence, and go slowly. The slower you go at working on a nice hand position, the better your tone will be, and the more quickly that you will learn after you become comfortable at the harp.